Hello, Chomp Gaming Inc. Thank you for joining me tonight for DLC 3.5 Week 5. This is the Kentucky Garchomps, yours truly, versus the Chicago Scraftys. The Chicago Scraftys have Scrafty, Landorus Therian, Jellicent, Sableye, Galvantula, and Scolipede. He did not bring his Mega Tyranitar, which I planned for. A lot of planning for. But that's okay. Over preparation is not a problem. Under preparation, however, is. I brought Corvonite, Garchomp, Mega Gallade, Primarina, Indeedee Male, and Breloom. I made a trade for Vaporeon. I got rid of Vaporeon and I got Breloom because I had 3 bulky water types in my draft and I had no grass type. Therefore, I traded Vaporeon and I got Breloom. So let's get this ball rolling and see how this match is going to go. He's got that prankster Sableye who's going to want to burn everything. He's got that fast little spider who's going to be a problem for my Corvonite and my Primarina. He's got Landorus Therian who's a problem for anything that doesn't have a high physical defense. Jellicent and Sableye in general, Ghost altogether, are a scary thing. No pun intended. You got that speed boost Scolipede who can be scary once he gets set up. You got that Scrafty who can also be pretty scary once he gets set up. So he's got a pretty good team going on right there. So let's see what we got going here. After this, I'll show you what I built and how it worked and what my planning was for his matchup and all this. So let's just get started and make sure we have the music off this time, Brooke. Okay, let's get started. Here we go. So he leads Scolipede. I was expecting webs from Galvantula, so I led Garchomp. So I switched into my bird because he can handle Scolipede fairly easily. That Rock Slide's going to do a bit of damage while I set up my Iron Defense. He's going to lay down them Toxic Spikes while I'm still boosting my Iron Defenses. I go for Body Press a little early, not doing much damage because I didn't get enough of a boost. He's going to switch into the Jellicent, who is immune to Body Press. So I defogged away the Toxic Spikes before switching into my Breloom, who is a grass type, to that water ghost type. I'm going to go for Bullet Seed to break that sub and do a nice bit of damage. Not enough to kill. And he's going to go for Icy Wind, doing a bit of damage to Breloom. He's going to switch out into Scolipede and take some damage from Bullet Seed. Not a lot because it is a bug and poison type, so it resists my grass technician. He's going to go for Poison Jab, which I'm immune to with Corvonite. He's going to switch to Sableye, hoping for some burn, while I switch into Indeedee, throwing up Psychic Surge, making his Prankster useless. And here comes the Scolipede again, eating a Dazzling Gleam for Sableye. And here comes Corvonite while he throws down more Toxic Spikes, knowing I'm not going to want to defog my terrain away while he's setting up Swords Dance and getting his speed boost. And he got a Rock Slide, still not going to do much damage since I have my defenses boosted. He's going to switch into Sableye, who is immune to Body Press. I'm going to risk that burn and go for a defog, and then get the hell out of there as quickly as possible to set up my Psychic Surge again. He's going to Encore, but it's not going to work because I didn't move, and because Prankster is useless to him right now. And his bug is almost dead, I switch into my bird, and I'm going to eat a rock slide and then kill with body press. So that's 1 down, 5 to go. Here comes Galvantula out to kill my bird, and here comes Gallade. He's going to throw down sticky webs to try to slow us down a little bit. Drain Punch is going to do a good bit to Galvantula, while Bug Buzz does a good bit to Mega Gallade. Here comes Sableye, going to eat a Drain Punch. Going to go for Encore, and I'm not sure why I went for Drain Punch again. But I switch out into Indeedee, again, throwing up my terrain. Now I'm going to switch out into Corvonite and go for U-turn. And here comes Indeedee again. He's going to go for Will-O-Wisp, which isn't going to do anything because Prankster is blocked with from terrain. He goes for Dazzling Gleam. I go for Dazzling Gleam. He goes for Protect. I switch into Primarina because I saw there was only 1 turn left on that terrain. So I wanted to get it set back up as quickly as possible. So now I switched into Corvonite because I expected him to switch out into something else, but he didn't. Now I switch back in. He's still trying to Will-O-Wisp. He's spamming it because he's trying to catch me with the terrain down. Now I switch back into Primarina because I only have 1 turn left on this. But he switched into Jellicent, and I switched into Indeedee. And I went Shadow Ball, and Jellicent is down. And here comes Galvantula, and I switched into Garchomp. He's going to go with a Bug Buzz, going to do a decent bit of damage into Garchomp. And here comes Scrafty, going to do an Earthquake on the Scrafty. Here comes my Primarina. He's going to go for a knockoff and get rid of her choice specs, which is going to take away some of her damage output. And here comes Galvantula in to take a Moonblast and die. Now, Galvantula being gone frees up a lot of my worry for him because Galvantula was a big threat to me. Especially to my bird here. There's nothing now to stop my Corvonite from setting up and sweeping, as you'll see very shortly. Shut up, Spike. So I'm trying to roost because Flinchhack seems to hate me, but he forfeited anyways. So that is game. That is a clean 6-0 for the Kentucky Garchomps over the Chicago Scraftys. Good game, Jake. That was awesome. Props go out to Jake Reed. I will put the link to his channel in the description because he definitely deserves some props after that battle. He battled really well. He made me work for it. Thank you. And as promised, I'm going to show you guys my team now. So let me get out of here and get in here and I'll show you guys my team. Okay. Chill. A bunch of stuff on here that I've been meaning to delete and I never have. Okay, so here it is. Alright, so to start with, we have Corvonite with a rocky helmet for those physical attackers like Landorus and Scrafty and, you know. So when they attack, they're going to do some damage. And he has mirror armor ability for anything for intimidate Landorus. So that when Landorus tries to intimidate him, it will bounce back on Landorus. He's Iron Defense, Body Press, Defog, and Roost. I hate when it does this. I'm sorry, guys. Let me do this real quick. Spike, please shut up. Oh, damn it. Let me do this real quick. Okay. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry, guys. This is... Showdown keeps disconnecting on me, and I don't know why, but... We're just going to do it this way. Okay. So to start, we have Corvonite with a rocky helmet. So for those physical attackers, like I said. With 160 HP, 252 defense, and a little bit of special defense because he did have some special attackers. But I was trying my best not to stay in on them. I have Iron Defense, Body Press, Defog, and Roost. So some utility. And we have Garchomp with Choice Scarf. Ability Rough Skin. Now, with his, you're going to notice his EVs are a little weird. We'll come back to that in a minute. He's adamant, as you'll notice. He's Choice Scarf, but he's adamant. Earthquake, Stone Edge, Outrage, and Fire Fang. Now, I had changed this Garchomp probably about 6 or 7 times because of Galvantula. Because Hidden Power Ice is a big thing in National Dex. I had to build it so that it would live at least 1, if not 2 Hidden Power Ices. Which is why I speed creeped the fastest Pokemon on his roster, which was Crobat. So I only put 100 speed in investment and put the rest into HP. Then you have the standard 252 attack and 4 special defense. And then since I didn't need the boosted speed, I went Adamant Nature for extra damage output. Next we have our Gallade Mega with Inner Focus ability with your standard 252 attack, 4 special defense, and 252 speed with Jolly Nature. He has Sword Dance, Drain Punch, Ice Punch, and Knockoff. I had Ice Punch for stuff like Landorus, and he had an Excadrill on his team on his roster that he didn't bring. And Knockoff is always good to have, you know. And we have our Choice Specs Primarina with Liquid Voice. See, the reason for that was he had a Shuckle on his roster. He is a big fan of Shuckle. I know that personally. So I was really expecting him to bring Shuckle, but he didn't, which surprised me. And when I was doing my calculations, I realized that Hyper Voice with Choice Specs and 252 special attack one-hit KOs Shuckle with the Liquid Voice ability. So that's what we have there. Then we have our DDM holding a Colbur Berry. What Colbur Berry does is it resists the damage from dark attacks. Then she has her ability Psychic Surge, which played a big, huge role in this battle. Like, without her, Sableye would have been all over me. Like, he would have been dancing on my grave. Without him. I forgot my Indeedee is a male. When I look at Indeedee looks like a female, so I automatically say she. EVs are 252 special attack, 4 special defense, and 252 speed with timid nature. He. Sorry, excuse me. Expanding force to do more damage to things like, Jellicent and, what else? To water types, poison types, stuff like that when they're in the terrain. Mystical Fire is good for lowering special attack, and it's a good fire move, I guess, if you want to go that route. And Dazzling Gleam was there primarily for Sableye because it's a 2-hit KO on Sableye. But he wouldn't stay in for that because I guess he was too smart for that. And then Shadow Ball was there for, like, Jellicent. It's just a good move to have. And we have Breloom with our Focus Sash, which will keep him alive if he gets one-hit KO'd. His ability is Technician with 252 attack, 4 special defense, and 252 speed. I ended up not using Swords Dance, actually. He's Jolly Nature, so I gave him some actual speed. He had Drain Punch, Bullet Seed, and Rock Tomb. So I gave him Rock Tomb because of Scolipede, but I didn't actually end up using it that way. Like, that was the plan, it just didn't end up going that way. I ended up using Bullet Seed on Jellicent because it's a water type and it's a grass type move, and each Bullet Seed counts as a separate Technician boost. So yeah, that's the thought process that went into building this week's draft team. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave any criticism or whatever in the comments. It's always welcome. And as always, smash that like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, and stay tuned for next week. I'm against Anders. God help me. Alright, thank you.